Welcome to episode 22 of Kerbal Space Program. It's time to head home. Right, where were we? Kerbin. Do you have to set a target? Apparently not. Right, so if we set a maneuver node for here, gives us a periapsis of 2 million. Yes, I'm playing around with maneuver nodes again, speeding time up for you so it doesn't take you so long to watch it. So we're now into periapsis in the atmosphere. Right, that's what we'll do. 344 meters per second. Here's hoping that 104 is enough for that. Well, turns out that I wasn't quite happy enough with that particular maneuver node, so I decided to spend a whole bunch of time adjusting it again. My aim here is to really make sure that the delta V required to get back into a periapsis of Kerbin back into the atmosphere as low as possible. We're not too bad for fuel, but I'm not 100% sure how much we've got. But I just taken the opportunity to find out where in the orbit of the moon is the most efficient place to set up a burn to get back to Kerbin. Now, that'll do. That will do fine. And what we'll do is we'll just see if we can't see another biome as we go around. Oh, and I missed it. Nearly missed the maneuver. Kind of did, if I'm honest with you. That'll do. It's a bit too good, actually. Oh, and we can do a very, very quick EVA report. Done. Just before we exit the area. Don't know where we were over there. Some crater or something, I think. Oh, missed another one. Just keeping a close eye on there. There's so much science that we're bringing back from here. Hold on. Wow. We're at 2000. Whoa. We nearly landed. Goodness me, that was a bit close. We need to alter our... Phew. Right, we very slightly made ourselves a mistake there. Yeah, we'll wait until we get there actually. We nearly hit the surface. I'm not sure whether by me firing the rockets then actually saved us from hitting the surface, but it was damn close. We could have reached out and grabbed a surface sample. Phew, that was closer than I'd have liked it to have been, put it that way. So we're bringing the new periapsis down because that went about 500,000 meters away again. So we're just burning to bring it back in again now. So that's now in the atmosphere, so that's all we need to worry about. Plenty of fuel left. Phew. Electrical charge, we got plenty, so let's send some data. That'd be 100%. Send that data. Keep that data. Keep that data. Keep that data. Keep that data. There's no data. Keep it. Keep it. Keep it. We can send that data. We can send that data. Let's rotate slightly so we have a couple of solar panels in the sunlight. That's better. That'll be a better charge, I think. Yep, electrical charge is slowly increasing amongst all the batteries. I'll turn SAS off so that we are not using any more than we need to. And let's swap to there. Let's just give it a chance to work out what it's doing, because it's now saying Kerbal escape, and that's not what I wanted. There we go. Just takes a second or two to calculate itself. Right. So that looks good. That's going to get us into the atmosphere. We'll warp to there to get us round, and we'll start looking about where we might be landing. We've got tons of science from this mission. This has been extremely successful. And I wouldn't mind coming down. Right, if we can work out where Kerbin is. Is it there? About there. So if we decelerate at about here, we'll see if that'll work or not. Where's Kerbin again? There. So we need to decelerate a lot less than that. And do a, what's it change? Yeah, that's not going to work, is it? Right, let's just see what happens. Where we land is where we land, I think. Gonna start getting some heat pretty soon. Hold on, we've skipped through. Yeah, it didn't slow us down enough, so we skipped through. So we are now bringing it in manually with the fuel that we had left. I was trying to be clever. I shouldn't bother. I've just run out of fuel. Okay, we're out of fuel. So let's dump that because that's not required. Oh, that just did something that I didn't expect. Decouple. Okay, so I'm probably going to cut the camera here. We are going to have to do a few orbits to get back safely now. Okay, so welcome to the power of incredibly sped up time. Well, not only just sped up time, I've also cut the middle section out. What we had to do here was use air braking to bring our apparatus back in. We had to do a number of orbits. As we come round into our periaps zone, we were just skimming through the atmosphere. So what I did wrong was thought I had a lot of fuel when I didn't. I had hardly any fuel to do with the kind of burn I was trying to do. Why would you try to affect your periapsis while burning at your periapsis? I think that's a lesson that we can all learn from this incident, that you don't burn at your periapsis to affect your periapsis. So we took some time, speeding up time and accelerating time where possible, and every single time we dipped into our periapsis it slowed us down a little bit because we were going through the atmosphere, and then every time that then brought our apparatus down, and gradually, slowly but surely, our periapsis got more and more into the atmosphere and took on even more of the air braking effect that the atmosphere gave us. So I'll chop the middle bit out and see how much closer we are now. This was worked out to be about 2.5 hours of real time and something like 24 days of Kerbal time. So this is not the preferred method of returning to Kerbin after a Mun orbit. I had loads of fuel. If I did the burn, way earlier, I'd have been in there fine. So lesson is do your burns early and reap the rewards after, and don't run out of fuel. So I'll pass you back to real time. And welcome back after 21 days of this mission. We are now on the last pass or two of air braking to get us back home. We've managed to get our periapsis down to 57,000 meters. So we're dragging our capsule through the air, which is getting thicker and thicker as we go through. Periapsis is always on the dark side on this particular mission. And as we come through, the atmosphere is getting thicker, which is braking the craft and slowing it down. As that brakes the craft and slows it down, periapsis is now down to 56 and falling. It then lowers our apoapsis, which is just over the 100,000 meter mark. So I think there's a strong possibility that we are going to get our apoapsis into the atmosphere on this pass. That will obviously then will drag us down even further, bringing our periapsis down even further, and more air braking will take place to get our kerbanalts home. Our brave kerbanalts, Bob and Valentina, they are absolutely chock full to the brim of science. Sent a lot of it home already, but we've got more to take as well. We'll see if there's any more that we can get here. No, it's really not even worth doing that one. Material bay is open, that's got stuff in it already, but we can always get Bill to pop out and reset that when we land, if we landed a new biome. There we go, our apoapsis is now 64, so we are air braking all the way down now. We'll make sure we're pointed towards our retrograde with our heat shield there to slow us down even further. And as we come through, that's a lovely sight. The sun about to break through round the back of Kerbin. There it is. We are at 56,000 meters. Our apoapsis now, we're at the highest we're ever going to be at 56. Our periapsis is now right down low. Looks like we're going to come down to land probably in the water somewhere around here-ish. Quite well, not too bad from the space center, if that's where the space center is. I think it is there, but probably not a biome that we need to see. There we go. We're now into surface mode. The camera changed. Gonna start seeing some re-entry heat pretty soon, I think. You can see our periapsis is now just about to hit the surface. We're bringing them home. We're still in sped up mode, so that's going to, every movement I make a big difference. As soon as we see that bit of re-entry heat, well, we'll slow it down a bit now because we're at 48,500 meters. As you see, we are going to land in the water, slap bang in the water. That will be fine. Nice soft landing. They may have to wait a little bit for the boat to turn up to pick them up, but they won't mind. They'll have a bit of room to stretch their legs and maybe have a little swim while they're waiting. I'll just speed time up just a little bit more. 43,000. Re-entry heat is going to hit us any time now. There it is. Hopefully the heat shield will protect all of the outlying parts of the craft. What's getting cool? Oh, the McJeb is getting a bit warm, but that's fine. We don't even need the McJeb anymore. Let's see what Bob can see. Not a lot. Valentina. Not a lot. Also, there's a window here, so there it is. A lot of heat there. A lot of heat coming through there. Just try and keep it on the retrograde, so as our pressure sensor is taking some heat right now. Nothing new there. That's fine. And there we go, beginning to slow down now. Welcome back, guys. Just trying to keep control of the craft now. Still doing 400 meters per second. Keep it on the we'll deploy that chute just to help control our descent, to make sure nothing strange happens. We've got a lot more parachutes to launch to make sure we have a very smooth landing. We'll turn SAS off so we can just let the parachute control our descent. Just see if there's anything else that we need to grab while we're here. No, nothing doing there. Nothing doing there. Nothing doing there. Just speed up time just a bit while we come down. 130 meters per second. We'll now launch the rest of the chutes. Nice big canopies above us. Good canopies. Reduced our speed to 3.9 meters per second. Nice gentle touchdown onto this crisp clean Kerbal waters, and safety for Bob and Valentina. That was our most daring mission yet, and they've done us proud. 21 days in space, that's an endurance record. Rotate that round. We're just going to get Bob out to do. Well, let's try a crew report first. Maybe that one can do a crew report. No, I'm not going to overwrite them. Take the data, store the data, grab board. Can you do a crew report now? Yep. Nothing doing, no. Let's EVA. Let's observe the goo there. Nothing worth doing it. Oh, he's fallen off. Remove the data and restore it. Let's observe the bay. Anything doing here? 0.5. So we'll keep that. And we'll switch to Valentina so that she can rotate the craft for Bob. Switch back to Bob, and let's see if we can grab some temperatures. Nothing. Pressure. Nothing. Valentina, can you get the craft to a position where Bob will be able to get in? Possibly not. Well, let's recover Bob first. Let's have a little swim, so he's feeling good about it. and he had material study from upper atmosphere, 4.9 science, and recovery of vessel that survived the flight, nothing. And he got 4 XP and he advanced to level 1. That's excellent. And the moon orbit. We just go to that one. Oh. That's all a bit weird. We'll recover that before anything happens. We might have been plummeting down through the seas. Anyway, crew report 7.7, 7.5. In all, 195 science achieved from that vessel. That's amazing. 12,000 we got back for it, which is brilliant. And Valentina advanced to level 1 as well. Let's see just how much that was. So we got 12,000 back for that vessel. And let's load a craft. What was it? It was called a moon orbit. So it cost us 24,000, but we got way in excess of that back with all the science that we got. We got 412 science. We now got 700 odd thousand because of the contracts that we achieved as well. And someone else stuck in orbit. They are rubbish. They are. I'm not sure Dunas we're up for it. Land on the moon we've got as a contract. That is definitely what we're doing. As another Kerbal stuck, and a few temperature scans. Oh, so we got 3 kerbanalts stuck in orbit around. That's pretty bad. Anyway, thanks very much for watching through that. The longest mission ever to the moon and back, but we got it back safely, and that is the main thing. And we're very proud of them. So we've got Bob, who's a scientist now, orbit around the moon and orbit around Kerbin he achieved. And he is now a level 1, which means he gets more science back. And Valentina, she orbited around Kerbin and the moon, and she's level 1 as well, so she can do stability assist, prograde and retrograde hold. So that's good news. Right, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode where we might attempt a landing if we're brave enough. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and a comment, say what you liked and what you didn't. In the meantime, please click here to view next episode to see the next episode in this series if I've recorded it and put it up on YouTube already. If you haven't already, please subscribe and feel free to follow me on Twitch and Twitter. Also, if you want to have a look at some of the other videos that I've done, just by clicking on those icons in the middle will take you directly to that series. Thanks very much for watching.